I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and this is the BLU Pure XL. Yes, BLU is mostly known for budget smartphones, but this device is actually one you should pay attention to. 2015 has been BLU's boldest year when it comes to design and hardware improvements, and this phone is proof of the company's evolution. For starters, believe it or not, the BLU Pure XL is not only huge in dimensions, but also sports gorgeous and very powerful hardware. The gold finish on our review unit here is actually a combination of a metallic border met with a plastic back that's so well built, it's really hard to tell the difference when you hold it in your hand. This frame houses a gigantic 6-inch W-Quad HD Super AMOLED panel with 490 pixels per inch and decent viewing angles. Under the hood lies a 2GHz octa-core MediaTek Helio X10 processor, 3GB of RAM, and a crazy 64GB of expandable storage via microSD, dual SIM connectivity options under the battery cover, and a non-removable 3500 mAh power pack. There's also a whopping 24-megapixel camera at the back matched with an 8-megapixel selfie shooter at the front. Yes, this phone also includes a capacitive fingerprint scanner below the primary camera, meaning you can actually unlock the phone from standby without reaching for the power button first, which is really cool. The phone feels surprisingly premium in the hand, with a hardware finish that does a really great job at deterring fingerprints, even if a phone this large is really not for the average hand or also the average pocket. Probably my only complaint with the phone's finish is the fact that the capacitive navigation buttons don't light up. That would probably be nitpicking. Another interesting surprise lies in the company's approach to software. BLU's proprietary skin on top of Android 5.1 Lollipop differs in that it lacks an app tray and also offers different navigation animations, but manages to retain the rest of Lollipop's look and feel. We must clarify that this is just a skin though, as the company also bundles different skins for you to choose from, and even extra applications like a sound recorder, the Opera browser, and minor additions like a file explorer. To my amazement though, the skin doesn't bog down the phone one bit. I know for a fact that people are still skeptical about MediaTek processors, but BLU has done an amazing job at providing snappy performance with this hardware and software combination. Over the last few weeks I've been testing the Pure XL, I can't really say that I've noticed any lag when it comes to day-to-day usage. You'll probably notice that your average game will take a good deal to load, which is definitely common for these types of processors, but once you start playing the game you won't notice any significant lag or anything that will disappoint. Now, battery life is oddly not the phone's strong point, even with this size. You'll definitely be able to finish the day on a charge with moderate to heavy usage, but it's clear that the choice for display size and resolution would have been benefited by a larger battery pack. Phone calls are also a mixed bag, and I assume that it's due to the phone's gigantic size. Mainly because I can hear callers just fine through the earpiece or the back speakers, but callers don't really praise the call quality and sometimes claim that I sounded far away for odd reasons. The same can be said about photos, where the added punch in megapixels wasn't really matched by great photos unless you had adequate lighting conditions. Even then, photos tended to overexpose during the day and become extremely choppy during the night. These issues could be due to a need for further software optimization, as you will notice a few extra bugs here and there, which the company claims to address in a software update coming soon. For example, you'll notice that features like the fingerprint scanner are blazing fast, but the sensor only works if the display is turned off, which makes no sense. You'll also notice that the fingerprint scanner stops working after you restart the phone and forcing you to toggle it on and off from settings. Again, just some minor issues that should be fixed with software. Overall though, if we had to balance this review and rate the BLU Pure XL, it's really hard to not recommend this phone. For starters, we really can't think of another phone that offers specs like a good Quad HD AMOLED display, a snappy fingerprint scanner, or even 64GB of storage for $350. That price tag alone is really hard to beat for all this package, and as long as you don't mind the monster of a phone when it comes to its size, we really doubt that you'll be disappointed in spending so little for so much. We've got a lot more coverage of pretty much every hot smartphone in the market today, so make sure you follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You can follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.